All right, Dixie, you want to talk to us a little bit today? Tell us a little bit about where you came from and, your life.
I sure do. My goodness, I've been in a box for days. It's so good to be out. Oh, my goodness. I'm just looking around and I'm seeing everything, and I'm so happy to be here. So, I was born in the south of Florida in a swamp. Really, it was a swamp, and we had a elevated house. It was a stilt house, and it was up off the swamp, so that way the gators wouldn't get us. But we'll talk about my gator. Can I talk about Clem?
Well, just tell us a little bit about where you're from, and then we can talk about Clem.
I love Clem. I miss him.
All right, Daisy.
So I was born in the south of Florida in a swamp up in it's sort of like a tree house, but it's up off the swamp, but not so high as when hurricanes go by that we don't get blown over. It's wonderful. I love it. So I want to talk about Clem. Clem was my gator friend. I found him floating by. They was going too fast with their boat, and it hit him. The propeller hit him, and it took out his eye.
His eye? Poor little gator? He didn't have one eye?
It just busted it open. Somebody just was going too fast. I don't know. He didn't get out of the way. So he floated over to our dock, and we was kind of calling him. I saw him, and I was like, "Hey, come over here. I can help you." So he floated over to the dock, and I looked down. I said, "Holy goodness gracious, he's breathing through the top of his head." So I ran in and I got some corn husks.
Why'd you get corn husks?
Corn husks. I put some aloe in them corn husks, and I stuffed them down in his head, and it healed up.
It healed up?
It sure did. It healed over. Well, anyway, he went down into the needle rush, and he stayed there for days. I went out with a chicken, and I went out with possum guts, and he wouldn't eat nothing. He just hibernated, and about 6 weeks later, he come up. He was on the dock when we got home, and he was hungry. But he couldn't see me coming because he'd only had one eye. But anyway, he come up with his little tail wagging, and he was just looking so pathetic, and he was so hungry. So I threw him one of them chickens, and he eat it. And then he come back, and he put his little head, he comes over, he snuck up on me, and he's rubbing up the side of me, rubbing his head like a cat does, and he's purring. I never heard a gator purring. He was purring. And he was moving his tail, and he was real sweet. Now, if he was going to get ugly, I was going to have him for dinner, so I wasn't worried about that. But he was been my best friend after that. He's followed me around, and he protected me, and he was just there all the time. That was Clem.
Wow, I never heard a story quite like that.
He was awesome. So anyway, I'm here, and maybe we do something about telling you pictures or something of Clem. But I'm glad to be here, and look forward to talking to y'all some more. I'm going to go for now. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.